Taurus, I'm here to give you a wild card read straight from your hip with lots of lip, and we're going to see what's coming at you as we drop into your energy. Normally, we'd have Aries go first since it's their solar return, but I brought in their solar return read at the start of the week. So we're going to give a little space so they can get some fresh messages coming in. So that moves you up to the front of the line, Taurus. Maybe you're moving up to the front of the line in a situation where you were kind of put on the back burner, okay? You're getting some kind of need addressed. We're just going to dive right in. This is for any significant Taurus placement, or if you happen to have a prominent placement in the second house. Likewise, if you are Scorpio rising, that makes you a Taurus descendant, and you may find resonance here. Yes, I saw 111 on the clock, okay, as I was shuffling there. So I do feel like there's some new beginning about to kick off for you. It's bringing you into alignment with something that you had to wait for, all right? I feel like you got put on the back burner. You got sidelined for a bit back there, but now things are finally syncing up and you can move forward. Yeah, I mean, I think there was time that you needed to have to be on pause because there were some things you needed to learn about a situation. There were some discoveries that came about. This might change the way you want to play your hand moving forward, and this could be in relation to a King of Hearts energy. Water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could also be just somebody who's the king of your heart or who totally puts you in the feels, okay? So there might be something you have a different view of now than you did back then. Maybe it wouldn't have been such a good thing for you to come into alignment at that time, just gauging by what you've learned along the way, okay? Sometimes pauses are for our benefit, even though we don't like them at the time. So what's coming in here for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know about this situation? This flipped up in the middle of the deck. Okay, we got the 6 of diamonds in the light. Crossing energy coming in here. We have an Ace of Cups. Let me look at this. It's also in the light. Okay, so this is somebody coming forward now where maybe there was a falling out before, possibly because of some kind of competitive sort of like atmosphere. Maybe there were a lot of people vying for the same person. Could have been a little bit of a pissing contest in play. This also could be like somebody just had a lot of options. Somebody likes to play the field, you know, it's got those kind of vibes, all right? But I feel like you begged out of this because you're just like, I'm not feeling this, you know? It wasn't the new beginning you were hoping for with that Ace of Clubs, all right? So you took your action and you invested it in walking away with the 8 of Hearts in the shadow, okay? No, I think that maybe the way you walked away was pretty harsh. Some may feel like you were kind of cruel about the way that you went through it, okay, and let it go. I just heard it's cruel to be kind. Maybe you felt like you really needed to deliver a strong message here. I think you found that there was a different direction you wanted to head in to make your investment. You wanted to plant your seed elsewhere. Some of you quite actually wanted to plant your seed elsewhere. It could be you wanted to plant your seed elsewhere. This is true. Let me see. Let me get this all on the up and up here. All right. Let me shuffle a little bit more here. Okay, some of you were led in another direction. You found something that was like a little bit of candy that you wanted to sample. You got attracted by a glimmery thing and led in another direction, right? It could be somebody you gave the past before is coming back around, right? You put them on the back burner. Now they're coming back around. You took some time. You played the field a little bit. You explored your options. You fucked around. You found out it wasn't quite what you were aiming for, okay? That's for some of you. Let's see. What else do we have coming in for Taurus? So it looks like some offer being put on the table. Somebody wants to work things out. Could be from a kind of player type of energy with the Jack of Clubs coming in. Fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Batter up, Are you wanting to, invest in this? I don't know, man. We got the 7 of diamonds here coming up in the shadow. You may feel like this person's just at the level they're at. They don't want to grow with you. It's not going to get any better. This is as good as it gets, okay? I mean, I have to say, 7 of Diamonds in the shadow, it's like you could try to invest in this again. You know where it's going to end up? It's going to end up with you deciding to let it go anyway with the 4 of Diamonds. I'm not 4 of Diamonds, I'm sorry. With the 4 of Spades, 4 of Diamonds coming in, though, every time something comes in, even if it's just a slip of my speech, I always feel like it has something at play there. So it could have been like you felt like there was an uneven dynamic in this situation. In other words, maybe you felt like somebody was too controlling, or maybe somebody was too wishy-washy. Maybe somebody just didn't take enough of a stand. That was a turnoff. You could have felt like somebody was a mama's boy, this kind of energy coming in, or that somebody was too by the book. Maybe somebody was too focused on money and material things, and you found that a turn off, or vice versa. You know, pick what side you're on with that. Either way, I felt like, you know, security was at issue here in this situation, whether that's emotional security or whether that's financial security, and maybe it was a little bit of both. You felt like something was off in the dynamic, you know, and I don't know, it could have been a lot because there were other people involved in the situation with the 3 of Hearts here, okay? So this is like, you know, coming in the shadow. This is like, you know, too many options, playing things loose, you know, probably a hidden, you know, lever in the mix, can be like mistress energy, side piece energy, okay? So I think this was a turn off for you, and you moved away from this, okay? Or vice versa. It could be vice versa in some cases, all right? We haven't really gotten an identifying factor of who was operating in the shadow here. I mean, a Jack of Clubs is just a Jack of Clubs. Just because they like to play it loose doesn't mean they're a bad person. I mean, we all have a choice about how we want to express our sensual energy in the world, okay? So we don't have these identifying factors on the board, but we do know that, you know, however you moved away from this character felt like it was a little harsh, okay? Yeah, you wanted something real. You wanted something enduring. You wanted something solid. You wanted something built to last with the 10 of Diamonds in the light. And I do feel like, you know, perhaps that's what you got. Maybe that is what you got, you know? Maybe that is what you got. You might have like kind of like dipped from something for a bit to play around, and we're hoping it could turn into that built to last scenario, but you're like, it's not all it was cracked up to be. Okay, now you're revisioning this. That's why I see that you won't be so game to like get involved in this again. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, there we go. We got 4 of Hearts energy here. So this is a real like codependent kind of dynamic, very unhealthy. It's got kind of like user vibes too. Somebody in this situation could have felt like they were just being used for their stability, for what they could provide, for the resources, something like that. I mean, but I feel like whatever's coming in here, somebody is, it's like got reformed player energy. That's what I have to tell you. That's what it's given. It's given like reformed player. It's like, I know, baby, I know that I did that back there. I know it wasn't right, but look, I'm really, I know it's been a long, hard road. We've been through a lot together. That's why we should, you know, we should give it another shot. 8:44 on the clock. Let's try again. Like, I swear we can bring it back into alignment again. We really can. We're meant to be. We're meant to be. Like, my soul tells me we're meant to be, you know? 10 of Hearts, 10 of Diamonds. I mean, I don't know. I got kind of interesting vibes with this. Let me see about this this Ace of Cups here energy, this Ace of Hearts, this new beginning in love. What is this? 3 of Diamonds. Okay, this is something that could really work. And right there on the bottom of the deck, look at this. We've got the Jack of Clubs in the shadow with the Joker energy also in the shadow. So yeah, I mean, you might have felt like this person was just like a user, okay? Whoever's advancing here may have felt like, you know, that you know, this person was just a user before. You know, you might feel that this advance is suspect. Like, what angle are you working here? Like, what is this about? I think they're putting on, you know, kind of like a nice, you know, a face to their presentation. Let's just say it like that, because I mean, they're coming up in the light now. But I mean, there's also this piece. It's still a Jack of Clubs. It's very passionate. I think they're promising a lot. okay? I think they want to work it out. Let's find a way to work it out and move it forward, all right? Five of Spades, you know, in the shadow as basis of the matter. I mean, you really got like, you felt like it got done dirty in this situation. That's why you cut it off so cold, right? Let's see, what's the story? How legit is this offer to kind of like work things out for Taurus here? What should Taurus do about this offer to come out ahead, you know? We got the Nine of Clubs showed up right there, right? Let's see, is it in the light or is it in the shadow? Oh, it's in the shadow. You should block it. You should block it. Nothing's changed. So this alludes to me that you're kind of being tested, Taurus. I feel like you're going to get an opportunity to bite into that apple. It's like a little bit of temptation coming your way. And I feel like if you pass this test, then you get the realignment you need, you know. You get a true beginning with somebody that, you know, you can really build with, that you can have, you know, true fulfillment with. This is like the real deal here, really solid, like on all levels. You can have it all, you really can. You can have it all, Taurus, but it's about moving in the right way, all right? And there's also something here about really wanting to transform, like the way you're viewed, you know, the way you're seen. Maybe you felt like when you were aligned with this person, it wasn't the best look, you know. You felt like you didn't really get to be yourself either, or like this person misrepresented you. Like there's something here where you're just like, eh. Yeah, I think you're going to decide to walk away from this energy. I think that was the right choice, okay? It aligns you with something better, okay? Any further details about this for Taurus? Any further details about this for Taurus? So we know you're sticking to your guns in this situation. You don't want to go for another round of this. You know it'll be the same old, same old. You know, it's just more drama. It's not going to change. Yeah, you know, with the 8 of Diamonds crossing, you know, you hear the promise, we can work it out, but you know that you'll be the one doing all the work. So I feel like you're going to hold out and wait to invest in what will really give back to you. Yeah, I mean, look at you. You're like, I think you're seen as the bad guy in this situation. I have to tell you, because this is your energy, Taurus. I think people feel like you're just really hardcore in your cutoff, that your cutoff game is super strong. But I just think you're not in the mood for any more BS. And people might be thinking that you're a little bit full of yourself. Like they might feel like you're a little bit arrogant, like you think it's all about you, you know. You could also be dealing with another earth sign energy, another Taurus like yourself, or a Virgo or a Capricorn, especially Capricorn with all the 10s coming in. I mean, there might be a mother figure, you know, or some other figure involved that, you know, is a Capricorn that maybe is also like really strongly encouraging you to bring this to a close. Just feels like it's a waste of your time. Yeah, it's sort of like at some point you got to like take a stand, you know. You got to take a stand with the 7 of clubs in the shadow. And when you take that stand, you know, sometimes that means you tell that person to just go right back from where you came, because we're not we're not doing the roundabout. It's not my first time at the rodeo and I don't want to get bucked off the Bronco again. Okay, cut the deck here. What do we got? Yeah, you know you can't build with this person, so you're going to open yourself up to what will really fulfill you. Yeah. And for those of you Scorpio risings, you know, I do feel like, you know, maybe you did stick with something for a while because you felt like, you know, it was really secure, all right, with the Jack of Diamonds here coming up in the light. But at the same time, I think you're in a situation where you're really realizing that whatever situation you feel kind of stuck in or bound to now, it's not living up to what you need it to be. Okay, so there's something here that's currently really unsatisfying in this dynamic. I feel like where this offer is being put forward from this character, it's like they waited too long. They waited too long. They may even be like somewhat genuine about this offer they're putting on the table, but I think you feel like a little burned because you feel like this person just put you on ice like way too long. You're like, I'm sorry. No, you lost your chance. Two of Hearts. I feel like that. And they're like, no, Two of Hearts. I want to work it out. You're like, no. So that's just where it's at. I feel like whatever this is, okay, you're holding out. You're holding out for the real deal. You don't want to go back where you went before, you just know it's not for you. And I do feel like there is going to be some kind of realignment, because it looks like when you end this cycle, then you get the true deal shows up. You got to close out a karmic cycle first, though. You have to really show that you learned your lessons and that you do value yourself and that you're going to stand on it. I just feel like you coming up in the shadow here, this is your energy in the shadow. I think that others are going to view you as really harsh, but I think you do have to take a strong line in this situation. I mean, obviously you've thought about it a long time. This is how you feel about it. So, stand on it, man. Stand on business. And I think it will pay off in the end.